Georg Simmel was a German sociologist who primarily wrote in the late 19th and early 20th century. Simmel was interested in how society influences the human mind, and his work focuses on the interactions underlying political, religious, sexual, and economic behavior. One of Simmel's most famous works, The Philosophy of Money, reflects Simmel's interest in the economic exchange of money and its connection with human behavior. Simmel states a certain comprehensiveness and intensity of social relations is required for money to become effective. Otherwise, it does not differ at all from other goods that are exchanged. And further, intensification of social relations is needed in order to intellectualize its effects. Additionally, Simmel states, money is the purest reification of means, a concrete instrument which is absolutely identical with its abstract concept. It is a pure instrument. According to Simmel, the acceptance of the abstract concept of money is made possible by social interaction. Today, the U.S. is rapidly becoming a cashless society. According to the Bank for International Settlements, coins and dollars only account for 7% of the U.S. economy, and in a recent Gallup report, 42% of people are comfortable not carrying cash anymore. Additionally, 2/3 of Americans believe that the U.S. will be a cashless society in their lifetime, and e-payment platforms account for 82% of non-cash payments and lead non-cash payment growth in the U.S. Venmo is one of the fastest and most popular e-payment platforms in the US, with close to 200 million active users. Here is how Venmo works.
With Venmo, they've made it very simple and easy to send money. You have all your contacts right here. You can search for somebody by a username, phone, or email. So for this example, we'll send some money to my sister and give her 1 penny. You can type a message, and you can select if you want to make it public, private, or just friends can see it. You have 2 options, pay or request. If you hit pay, the money is instantly sent to them. And if you were to hit request, it would send them a notification and ping them to send you money. What's a little unique also about Venmo is that they have a social layer built in. Once you open the app and you hit home, you'll see there's 3 tabs at the top. There's the world, which shows everybody's transactions in the world. There's just your friends, and there's just your own. And you can see a history of all your transactions. Now, what's cool too is since it's social, you can like or comment on a payment.
So what do e-payment platforms like Venmo tell us about money and social ties in modern times?
Yeah, so Venmo's definitely been a really useful app that I've been using last couple of years. So basically, like, if I go to a party or if like I owe my roommate some money for drinks, I'll just use the app to kind of take care of those expenses. And I definitely use it for it's just a really quick way of interacting and exchanging cash, because I never have cash on me.
I mean, I just felt like everyone had it. I heard about it. I was like, oh, that sounds really cool. So why not join in? And it's been pretty useful since.
Why did I download it? So it's much easier to be able to use e-payments than to carry around cash and exchanging cash. So yeah, it just makes my life much easier. I have a lot of international friends this year, and a lot of them, well, the majority of them have bank accounts outside the US, so they can't use Venmo, and it's pretty hard having to have them pay you back through cash, and it usually takes them longer to pay you back. So yeah, it's much easier when you have Venmo.
It's just convenient. Also, a lot of my friends are using it. I think it's part of that social, I guess the networking effect, right? A lot of my friends are using it, so it just makes me kind of more incentivized to use it as well. If no one was using it, I probably wouldn't use it either, obviously.
I downloaded it just because I think a lot of things on campus, the only way people want to take money is through Venmo, and it's just, you kind of just have to have it if you're socially active at Georgetown. It's a fact of life.
No, I never ever carry cash.
Sometimes. I mean, I have like $15 cash with me right now. I don't carry as much cash as I used to. I usually just keep it mostly in my Venmo account.
Well, the lack of physical presence is a major one, and I guess for the most part, unless money has something written on it, you don't really get the social experience. And it also is just like another very convenient thing is that it's integrated with your network of whoever you pay frequently, so that's kind of helpful from a social aspect, the integration into your life.
Yeah, I read it. Sometimes. Well,
yeah.
like, I only read it when I'm like, if I made a payment, then I might like scroll through a little bit.
I did that last semester a lot because I found out you could like people's posts and comment on it. But I haven't done much of that this semester.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen occasionally. There's some funny stuff on there, but.
I don't know. It's kind of like another way of like, not strengthening that friendship, but just like another interaction that brings you closer, I guess.
Yes, I can. A couple weeks ago, I was at the mall, and I was about to pay for my food at a food truck, and someone was in front of me who didn't have cash, and he just had a credit card, and food trucks didn't take credit cards. So I offered to pay for his food, and he offered to pay me back through Venmo, and I thought that was just it. But then he messaged me later that week and said that an hour after that happened, he had asked his girlfriend to marry him. So it was like the coolest interaction I've ever had on Venmo, because it's like that was an actual, and like he added me on Facebook and stuff, and I said, if you're ever in DC, like what? So that was actually like a really cool interaction. I guess in that way, Venmo is extremely social.
Venmo is an extension of how Simmel defined money. The rise of e-payment platforms such as Venmo are indicative of strengthening social ties through technology. I collected data on the last 5 transactions of the 20 people I interviewed. 94% of all transactions fell under 4 categories: food, drink, entertainment, transportation, and services, all common social interactions. Interviewees viewed Venmo as an even more convenient way of economic exchange. Although the flow of money via e-payments is significantly more complex than physical money, nobody interviewed questioned its abstract nature. This is because members of our society have accepted Venmo and e-payments as a new norm for interacting with one another.